welcome you all and your spirits, in specific your spirit of prosperity.
Right on.
That part of you that likes you to prosper. That's the part we're going to address this week. I'm also very pleased to announce that we have our book published. Full book form. Yes, it's on sale. We have a few copies now. The publisher told me that he'll send more, and the stores will soon be carrying them. This book is called Ancestors, Hidden Hands, Healing Spirits for Use and Empowerment, written by myself. And it was a book written in one day in trance to show you the power of this stuff that we're teaching you. And when you work with it, you can make things happen and do stuff that seems not human, because it wasn't. In about 6 hours in a deep trance, I just kept writing. Then I edited, and that was that. The other book is coming out. I have another book on Ifa's Obi, which is a divination system, where I reveal secrets never revealed before about Obi, how to divine certain things that aren't taught publicly. That comes out in January, or so they tell me. Also written in trance towards the winter, in the winter solstice. I wrote that the night before Christmas. In a deep, deep trance. So Ashe, we praise Egun ancestors. Ashe. We're going to start with Egun. We're going to open to the ancestors, so we may get started right away, because I have a story to tell you. Very important tale to share with you. We can rise with the ancestors or not. Ashe. I'll be saying Ibashe, which means we honor and praise. And please say Ashe to give it power to manifest. Ibashe Oludumare, praise Supreme Being. Ibashe Bobo Adish, we praise the African angels. Ibashe Bobo Egun, we praise all the divine ancestors who sit at the feet of Oludumare. Ibashe Eshu, we praise the trickster. May you trick us into enlightenment. Ibashe Mami Oya. May Oya blow us to the heights of prosperity and higher consciousness. Ibashe to all the Egun who preserve the rights and mysteries of the black people, the priest and priestess class. Ibashe to all the regular Africans buried in Mother Africa. May your bones mystically nourish the motherland. Ibashe to all the Egun who were taken from Africa by those of ill will. May we say never again. Ibashe to all the Egun who crossed that sea of doom, the watery tomb, those who were pushed over, brutalized, tortured, treated inhumanely. May your bones rise from the depths of Olokun, the sea god, and chatter a tale for the world to hear again, that we are people and never again. Ibashe to all those of the diaspora, those of Caribbean descent, North American, African, Brazilian. We are all part of one family. Ashe. Ibashe to the Native American ancestors, those who preserved us, loved us, and shielded us with spirituality and the love of Mother Earth and Father Sky. May you have your blessings, and may we help you in turn. Ashe. Ibashe to all the Egun of those who built North America, our descendants. May we receive our 40 acres and a mule and Ibashe to all those here in this room. We praise your ancestors who are hiding behind you, hidden hands floating above you, looking over you, warning you, blessing you, and chastising you when you're naughty. Blessings to the Egun. That we have love, wisdom, prosperity, money to share. May we prove the power of Africa by living well. Ashe. Thank you. Have a seat. We praise, we honor. Ibashe, we give reverence. Now, I want to get in this tale, an ancient tale from the sacred Psalms of the Africans called the Odu Ifa. For those who don't know, my name is Minister Ifagbemi. I'm a Babalawo, which means a high priest, trained in Africa. Okay? We study what's called the books of wisdom. My profession, my specialty is wisdom, the laws of life. There is a corpus of works called the Odu Ifa. Odu means many things, among them sacred scripture of wisdom, cosmic wisdom, of which there are 16 sacred books, main books. In one of the Odu Ifa, it talks about how money came to earth. The way we see things in Africa and Yoruba, all things are spirits first. Then they precipitate, concretize to physical form. Right? Like we taught, this board was once a thought in someone's head. Unseen and visible became visible. Okay? You have received Odus who've had your head readings. You have your Odu, right? Which is the spirit that gives you life. You call that spirit, you give more life force. Other Odus tell us things of the universe, mysteries of life, including money, money, money. So I'm going to share with you an Odu, briefly told to you. But you're Africans. I don't want you sitting here just listening to me. I want you to open your eye, your single eye, and see what you hear. Make the story come to life in your consciousness. And if you sit on it long enough, you hatch the egg. If you think on it long enough, it comes to you in real life. Okay. This, by the way, again, is a sacred tale of our people. Okay? The god of money lived in heaven and hid away in heaven for a little while. And the orishas were on earth, sent by Olodumare, God Almighty, to populate the earth and make it beautiful as heaven is. But things were difficult because all they did was barter and trade. You make cloth, I make shoes. You make wrought iron, and I make huts. Let's exchange. And that was fine for a while in the beginning of humanity. But after a bit, it was a little difficult to give value from one thing to another. Are your shoes worth my silk? And it created problems. So the Orisha prayed and cried to Olodumare, please send money down. Please send currency to us as a neutral medium of exchange. The Babalaos told the Orisha to be very careful about what you were asking for. It's good to have, her name is Ajay, right? It's good to have Ajay around you, but you must be careful of her because she can be dangerous, beautiful and dangerous. The only way to really get to her is through hard work. And a very important word which you see all the time in Yoruba. I'll tell you in English. This is an Orisha. It is an angel, a god. Perseverance. Ashe? Orumila teaches the only divinity that can nail money is perseverance. She might blow by and blow out. Right? I told you Yoruba. We have two words for money. Owo means money, or cowrie shell. Have I shown this before? Nina and Tutu. Owo Nina, Owo Tutu. Owo Tutu means cool money. Owo Nina means hot money or get up and go money. There are two kinds of finances. That which stays with you is cool, and that which goes in one hand and out the other. They're two separate spirits. One makes you rich, one makes you feel rich. We want Owo Tutu. What we'd say in modern terms, expenditure, income, and outgo must equalize. That's Owo Tutu. Right? With me? When expenditure is more than income, you have O Nina. Had this money that doesn't show for it. That's O Nina. You don't want her. Right? We've all seen her. We've met her.
Yes.
We know her too well. We want her sister, Owo Tutuko. Okay. And Orunmila told them that the path to money is very rugged and kind of bloody. So you got to hang in there, yes? Through perseverance. One night, Olodumare dreamed to Orunmila, the god of wisdom, and said, I'm sending a guest to earth. Her name is Aji. Prepare for her. Orunmila's guardian angel, his head, told him to do certain things to invite her, to welcome her arrival to this land. The angel on his head also said, whoever chases her will be perished by her. Do not chase the beauty, because the beauty will destroy you. And finally, the angel on Orunmila's head said, when she comes, be the last to greet her. Do not be the first. Orunmila listened and prepared for Aje's arrival. The guardian angel said, now, go find a parrot. Place this parrot in your house. It's a magical parrot, certain colors and certain plumage. He found this bird. The bird said a certain chant, a certain cry, in a mystical tongue. What does that mean? Couldn't figure it out. But he had a neighbor, a nosy neighbor, the mother of witches, whose name I'm not telling. I don't want to call her. Okay? She understood the talk of the bird. And the bird was saying something like, good morning, money, as you come. Good evening, money, as you go to sleep. And she knew it was an omen that money was coming from heaven. So Miss Thing decided to spread the word until all the divinities, Ogun, Shango, Yonja, that money is coming to town. I have seen the signs. So they asked, where was the bird facing? She said east, which meant money was going to come from the east, from heaven. Alright, so Ogun, you know Ogun, right? Yeah. The war god, the god of sweat and hard work and labor, right? Railroad man. He said, I will be first. Let me get some of that money. Y'all sit, I'm with my way. It's all mine, I tell you. So, Ogun, this normal, hot-headed, and patient self, went to look for her towards the east. The way money came from heaven was through like a stream of cowries, like a necklace of cowries, and it landed and began to pile up like a little mountain. So he hunted for 2 days and 2 nights for the goddess Aje in the woods. He finally found her, took his big axe and his big shovel that he made the night before just for this purpose, to dig out the money. And what happened to him? It avalanched on top of him. Dead. Shango goes. Oshun goes. Yemonja goes. They all go. I'm rushing to money to her. And she killed them all. Now Orunmila told them, before you go to her, come to me to get a reading. That way you'll enjoy the money that you grab. But they all said, we already prayed to Olodumare for money. He heard our call. So what's the big deal? It's already cleared. He said, well, I can only tell you. They rushed, ignored, and perished. Now, Olodumare had her own time for sending money to Earth. Right? But the greedy Risha wanted it faster than heaven's plan. So Olu said, fine, I'll send her to you. to weed out the greedy among you. Since you won it before it's time, it's yours. So be careful what you ask for when you ask for it, yes? Blind they ran to money, and they wondered, why is Orunmila taking his time? He's calm, collected, not rushing to this pile of wealth and gold and doubloons. Maybe he knows something. So he made one more reading before he went to the pile of money. And the reading said, in order to keep her, you must feed her well. Right? To keep that spirit, you must feed her well what she likes to eat. Then the reading explains the items we give in rituals, which I won't tell you yet, that we do to bring money where she eats and wants to sit in your house because you feed her so nicely. Okay? But it did include 2 pigeons, 2 ladders, and 2 U-bolts. Bolts should look at you, right? He made the sacrifice on top of the money heap. He kept 1 ladder for himself and 1 U-bolt for himself and gave the other to Eshu, the trickster. The next morning he went to Ajay, the heap of money. He gave her the bird and nailed the ladder to her. The reading told him to return home after making sacrifice without touching the heap of money. Don't touch her. Just put the ladder there, nail it up, but do not touch her. And he did. He came back the next day, Eshu made the ladder taller. How'd that happen? Then he began the long process of climbing the ladder to get to the top of the money. Now, as he's climbing, what does he find? He begins to dig and he finds dead orisha bodies. Ogun lying there. Oshun lying there. All the greedy guts destroyed by their greed. But on their chests were stuck certain numbers of calories. Ogun had 4. Yamja had 7. Shango had 6. These are the numbers of the Orisha. Shango's mystical number is 6. Yamanja is 7, right? Obatala is 8. And to this very day, the priests who use calories to divine, if we say 6 shells on the tray, Shango speaks. 7 shells, Yamanja speaks. Those numbers were still the ones used for the Orisha to this day. Ashio? Now, that's significant to the whole tale. Because money and divination were the same thing. Right? The tool of spirit was the source of wealth. That's important for y'all Africans. Orunmila dug up all the money, and gave it to his servants, his children, the babalawos and the priests, and shared this money. Therefore, it is taught that Orunmila is the only Orisha who met Ajay and lived to tell about it. And he got it from the top down, not the bottom up. And if you go to Africa and you see Orunmila altars, they sit on a pile of calories. So when I take you to Africa in a couple of years, and I'll see the ancient altars.
Next year.
Okay, next year. You see Orunmila and you say, I know that story. Why that's that way. Asheo? So, that's the story. What is the story's purpose? To guide you in terms of how Africans, not Europeans, see wealth. What works for us as opposed for others. Because Africans have a lot more spirit because we're older. It's harder for us to be as cruel, cutthroat, backstabbing lying and treacherous, like 90210 or Melrose Place, Dynasty. We enjoy watching it, but it's really kind of hard for us as a group usually to be that cruel for money. Don't get me wrong, there's some dogs up in here. Not here, but not people. Right? But as a rule, it's not our way. Okay? But you need money. So the question is, what is our way? So let's break it down. Break it down. Number 1. Money was hard to get. That's the first thing you gotta know. She's a coy woman, Miss Ajay. She's hard to catch. You must appease her. I'll give you a word for that. Work. You're going to have to work for her. That's the first thing we're going to teach. We said work comes through a channel of money called a job. Right? To do a job you need a skill. Whether it's intellectual skill, physical skill, or artistic skill. Right? So, the first thing you got to evaluate is, what are your skills? Some people don't believe they need skills to get paid. They can just go to work and sit around. I've seen people believe this. Have you met some? Just sit back and get paid. Okay. I'm on Earth, you're on what planet? Okay. Perseverance is an orisha. I tell you, she's an orisha. Look at heat. You must keep working until you get there. So pick your channel and work in that channel through all the pain, the agony, and the losses. Right? Right, Africans? Now we work hard. Right? We go to the Oyimbo's jobs, or AT&T jobs, or whatever jobs, working 40 hours a week. So we can do this. But I want you to start shifting it more towards our stuff. Same skills, but towards us. That's in time. Now, the Orisha begged Olodumare to bring money now. We want it now. But you see, you think you know things. Right? We think we know things. You may not be ready for money. You can even handle your bills. Right? Why should Orumila or Ifa give you more money when you can't handle the bit that you have? The Gettys have billions of dollars. Kids became alcoholics, drug addicts, suicidal. They couldn't handle it when they got it. So before you start asking for it, be willing to work and persevere for it. But you can have it, right? But know what you're asking for. Okay. So the Orisha beg. Oh, Olodumare, send us money. Now, who received the dream of what's happening to them? Oh, Rumila, who is who? Wisdom. Point to Rumila for me. In yourselves. Third eye. Oh, Rumila. Intuition, right? Trained intuition. Said, I had a dream. First it said, money's on her way. Secondly it said, do not be greedy for her. Third it said, don't be the first to grab her. You know if you're at a party, there's a lot of good food, how bad you look when you're the first to grab all the food up? It's considered just rude, tacky, right? Because it is. It betrays a lack of generosity. So let others get theirs first. It's called what? Faith. You get yours. Let them have theirs, and you'll get yours, huh? Don't be jealous of others' money, their wealth. Don't be envious. Don't be in a hurry. And of course, greed will destroy you, right? What is greed? Who can tell us the only safe way to have power? There's only one safe way. Anybody have an idea? You better share it. Seek it not for yourself. May I have wealth that I may help the village, help my family, help the sick, help this cause, help little babies who are homeless. If you seek money from that state of mind, it's a whole different spirit that brings you the money. But I need a car and I need this, which is maybe true, but you don't come from that space. You see what I'm saying? It's a shift in consciousness. Same thing, just a consciousness shift. Otherwise, power will destroy you. It will certainly destroy you. Okay. Money comes of the parrot. That simply talks about parrots are what? Birds that speak, right? How did we know money was coming? The bird said it. Speech is what? It's a code for chanting. Huh? And who heard it? Who understood it? The mother of witchcraft. Huh? The magical principle inside of you understands the arrival of money. White Africans, Europeans don't quite do it this way. They enslave you, put a price on you, say you're cattle. We use a different technique that you've been practicing, right, all week long? Correct? You've been practicing, right? I've been hearing some good stories. Nice manifestations of Ajit. Okay. We'll see if we can tell you what the parrot said. I don't know if I will. Okay. Ogun goes chasing Owo, Ajit, in the woods. Ogun is the lord of what? Iron. Iron and fire. Intent. Do you think it's an accident that Ogun was the first in the story? What does it represent for you? Huh? Your ambition? Your impatience. That's why Ogun was the first Orisha in the story, because it's your Ogun that makes you rush to grab. And what happened to your Ogun? Crushed. Then Rumila got his little ladders and things, fed Miss Ajay, courted her, treated her nice like a lady, right? Made the sacrifice, did not touch her. Right? Didn't grab her. Then the trickster helped him out. The trickster is lord of luck. When you approach, you pursue him in the right way, you get lucky. I don't know nobody who's made money who said luck was not a factor. Chance, being in the right place at the right time, someone talks, saying a conversation, you overhear it. Oh, really? You meet by accident? That tends to happen when you're on track. If you're not, you get bad luck. You with me now? You can't make money without luck, or Eshu, the trickster. So now we know how to make sure he's around you, right? Don't be greedy. Okay. Or Rumla dug up the money Shared it. That's obvious, right? You share it when you get it. And his children, the wise, are rich to this day. So, what's the moral of the story? What's the moral of the story?
Wisdom equals money.
Wisdom. Say it again.
I said wisdom equals money.
Brilliant. Wisdom equals moolah. But I gotta prove that to you. That's my job, to prove it to you. Because the West says being nasty equals money. Working yourself to death brings you money. Right? So we have to prove to you that Orumila brings you money. And I will. If you let me. Ashe? Oracles bring you money that will not kill you. I've seen black wealthy families whose kids go crazy with all the money they have. Drugs, they carry on. Lose themselves. Lose their value and purpose. Think they're their things. Because the parents got money the wrong way. I don't want to frighten you, right? But I don't want to harm you either. So, let's go for it. Tashi? I want you simply to see right now Olodumare releasing a glittering stream of calories. Have it go to your house. Piling in your living room. Right from the sky. Calories piling up. Like little bits of gold. Make it pile up. And look at how you feel about that money. You know you're Ogun, don't you? Don't fool nobody. You know you want to grab, huh? I mean really, gold coming into your house. Gold coins. But check yourself. Feel yourself wanting to grab but being calm. You want that raise, but you won't step on people like that. You won't sell your African soul like that. Right? So catch yourself. Now, see Orumila, a very wise looking African by you. He hands you a ladder of hard work. You secure the ladder to this heap of gold. You go climbing step by step, taking your time. Now most folks would be crazy by now, out of their mind all this money. But you are calmly climbing the ladder of wisdom. And you dig up from the top a scoop of gold calories. And you share some. Give some to your mama, give some to your brother, your sister. Don't touch the first for yourself. Share that. See how you feel now, having shared it a little bit. Keep digging, keep digging. Take more gold now, gold calories. You see dead bodies in there, people who didn't quite make it wisely. But they have wisdom on their chest now. They'll learn what you already know. Dig deeper, take more. Save some, share some. Once you share it, watch the calories come more in from heaven. The more you take, the more that arrives. Keep your mind focused on this now. I want you to whisper to the money pile a mystical formula. In your mind, but you must be focusing. Repeat after me. O Toa La Torum Ekaro Owo Toa La Torum Ekaro Owo Toa. Talk to her. La Torum Ekaro Owo Toa La Torum Ekaleo Owo Toa La Torum Ekaleo Owo Toa La Torum Ekaleo. And respect her. That chant stimulates your respect for money. You must respect that you want. She stays in that living room when you get home. You're going to bump into her. She's going to spill over in your china, on your tables. Keep her there in your mind. She will come from your mind to your life if you keep looking at her. Ashe, ashe, ashe. That ritual is very subtle, but don't underestimate its power. Breath is very subtle. Right? Your breath is very subtle. Not loud, not dramatic, but very powerful. Huh? We set wheels in motion. Before we start chanting, are there any tales or experiences you wish to share about the fruit of your work? Yes.
Every week since I've started chanting, I've received a check in the mail from somebody in my family or what have you. My mother never gives me money.
Okay.
Has given me money
Ashe.
out of the blue 2 times. And one time when I needed so much for my rent, that exact amount came on the last day in
Ashe.
the mail. Somebody sent me the rest of my
Ashe.
money.
It appeared from heaven. Ashe. What she did was she drew a spirit of money to her. Like a mother wants to look after you and say, no, I'll help you out. If you do this work, it will work. But I can't do it for you. Huh? As we say, I cannot walk for you. Huh? I can show you how to walk, but I can't walk for you. Yes.
I started chanting just this past week, because I couldn't say it before, and I have a large amount of different things in the house. I have a store shed, so I had all these clothes. Tried to have a yard set. I ended up giving them away. I called this lady with foster children. It's like 10 bags of clothes.
A little louder.
I gave this 10 bags of clothes to the lady with foster children that I collected different places. The next day, Sister Stephanie called, said she wanted to send some clothes to an island where they don't get in, so we're going to collect some of those. Right behind her call, another sister called me to say her priest in Nigeria told her to give away some things, so she's clearing her closet.
Yes.
So we went to pick them up. She gave us a whole van load, so my van was filled again, and I ended up getting a wardrobe. Stephanie got a wardrobe, and now we're sending the other part of the wardrobe. And it
You
was
got a
all,
personal wardrobe.
yeah,
Ashe.
very nice
Ashe.
Nigerian, 100% linen. It wasn't like used clothes. It was brand new with
Ashe.
tags on them, $300 dresses.
Ashe.
You
We
know.
know how that costs. We know how much.
His with the embroidery work, short sets, pant sets. I mean, I was prominent around the house last night. I was like, ooh, I feel like
Queen.
shopping, you know.
Yes.
Which I would never go shopping. And
Exactly.
even feeling my color and taking me into other colors because I'm growing out of my colors.
Ashe. Huh? Now she followed the first part of the story. When he got to the top, he shared. Didn't say, I need money, I need clothes. By giving, more came. The story is very real, very literal. But it sounds symbolic. But it's how the universe really works. It'll keep running for you. It's going to keep running for you. Yes, Gladys.
I tell you that my daughter had been sick for about 5 years, and she started back to work yesterday. When her first customer took her picture on.
She started chanting when?
She's a hairdresser. She started back to work yesterday, and her first customer tipped her $50 because she was so, like a hair doctor, and they had done in like a shirt and 5 years. And they were so glad to see her come back to work. Another customer gave her $100 to buy some supplies with, and another one gave her $60 to buy her some shoes with.
Nice. We're greening. We're greening, yes, I see.
I have a story. I paid my phone bill.
Yes.
And I went to the box and I got my money back saying I had overpaid.
Shield. They paid you back. Those criminals paid you back. My bell is such a Bonnie and Clyde. You see, it starts in little things like this. Little small things. You probably that board. More than that. I'll hold it. Hold the board. In small ways. Again, if you can imagine, as we do in heaven, you doing this an hour a day for a season, 3 months. The potential we have. Believe me, we can control the bankers. In fact, a little story that seems to be, I'll read it's from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, on August 30th, 1998. Generous millionaire's story takes bizarre turn. And the little thing here says, you ready? Tycoon allegedly put banker under black magic spell. The banker's giving out money, yeah?
It's just flowing through his
Millions upon millions, and they're suspecting it's magic.
But he filed a suit against him. You know how to cleanse it. Prove it.
He said he had a black crystal ball and he would look into and see what the
And
bankers
hung
were
over
doing.
his bed.
Yeah. He would look and see what the bankers were doing. That's how we do it. That's how you get pyramids and gold masks and things. You understand what I say? You? No. I shall.
They said when he went home, 200,000 people met him at the airport, and they lined up 100 deep from the airport to his house, greeting him. He's built hospitals, he's done all kinds of things in the country. But when he came here down in Florida to buy some helicopters for his African airline, he was giving away money to the band and buying cars, and one lady was complaining at the car dealership about her Jeep or something. He said, "Oh, put that on my tab," and went on about his business. That they just couldn't take it. Some homeboy with that much money flowing, so they trying to find something. You know they were trying drugs, but they couldn't connect him with nothing. And all his delegates in his country are backing him, saying, "Oh no, he's outstanding. He's this, that," and they're just fumigating.
That's probably why he's so rich. Oprah's very similar.
He gave
Very, very generous.
Mercedes for the man who cleared him through customs.
Yes.
So he's on and on now.
I should. So the first thing you can do is give something away. When you get home, clean out your closet, do something, and give it away. That's the first sign that I like you. Give it with a free heart. Don't say I'm gonna give it away to get my J. So I'm just being nice today. I don't need this. Let me give it to someone who may need it. If you read our little book, Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, there's a whole chapter on that. Being charitable. Like Orumina, your third eye will say, "Oh, he or she's part of the story." Huh? Let me bless them further. Your third eye will project this. Ashe? Give something away. We're going to chant for the next few minutes. I want you to reconjure your amount of money that you've been working on since our class began. Get in your head the amount or whatever you're trying to attain, the car, the house, whatever you want. Repaint that image in the head, in the mind. Open your eye, your inner eye.
My Bob has a beautiful child. He has a beautiful child, Barbara, that he brought in with this, you supposed to do homework last week. Ask him to show it to me.
Yes. Oh, you said chart?
Yeah.
I chill. I'll go. Let me see. Let's behold.
Oh, that's nice.
Holy moly cows.
This. That's beautiful. That's shade. Give it a shade. If you held it, you can feel the
chills on.
you can feel the energy on it. The cross-screen power. Gold, that shit. He's put his picture in the middle of the star of gold. That shit. He knows the trickling down gold all over, money all around. This is called an altar, folks. Shame. Portable too, very African. May this inspire you all. It's got little money symbols. You don't mind me showing this? Would you mind me showing this? Oh, okay. Just took the man's paper. I shave. And I'm sure some things under here. Gold, mansions. May this be an inspiration to the village. May I see you all next week. Believe me, these little things work. Don't underestimate the little. I shave. Beautiful. I shave. 20 times over, may you have whatever you're asking for. I shave. See how we prosper each other now. And he's inspired you all to think. And that's how it begins. That's how the beauty moves. I shave. Okay, we're going to spend our last few minutes chanting. So you're thinking of chills. Shade. Focus on what you want. Your end result only, not the means to get there. The car, the house, the dough, whatever it is. See it. Feel it. Smell it. Smell it. Taste it. Touch it. The crisp bills in your hand, that fresh money. Bright green. Clean. No wrinkles. Focus on it. Now, look at the image in my hand. The orange star. Just get it in your head. Top part, circle the eyes, the waves, and the equilateral cross in the middle. Close your eyes. Recreate the star in your mind's eye. See the star in your living room now. See it living. The eyes are aware, they look. Like a living star. See an ocean in your living room. Big, beautiful ocean. See calories coming from the sky through the star towards the ocean. Piles upon piles of gold calories. Feel the treasure of the ocean in your living room, the depth of wealth. Beyond your wildest dream. How huge is the ocean? How deep is she? How much wealth is there? Boggles the mind. Open to that boggling. And put it all in your living room. Somehow it fits in your house. Open your minds, Africans, to this. Use your mind to help you now. See appearing out of the water a beautiful black goddess. Her name is Ajay. She wears a dress of gold cowries. Beautiful is she. With open arms, she embraces you. You walk and fall into her bosom and say, Mama. Let her feel how you need her for your health, your homes, your rents, your businesses. You need her. And fall into her arms, the arms of wealth. Tell her what you need. Show her the image in your own mind. Mama, I need this. Look deep into her eyes, her big brown African eyes. Her magical eyes. See your image in her pupils. And she looks out to you through your image. She sees what you see. Assume the posture of the pyramid, golden pyramid. 2 fingers, like so, towards the temples. Making sure. Ring finger and pinky are on the pads. The other 3 make a beak, like a bird. Now focus on her eyes. You're in the eyes of money now. Use your mind, Africa. Concentrate on what you wish. Feel it. Taste it. You are a divine being. You can summon it through perseverance and concentration. Focus, African village. Command the mind to stay still on the picture. Now, desire it more. Ooh, want it bad. Those sneakers would be nice, you know it's true. That's a nice car. Call me show off, that's right, but I will. You like having money. Sing an outfit, you can buy it and not worry. We change all thoughts contrary to my word. Focus. Keep it still in your head. What color is it? How does it smell? How proud do you feel that you have it now? Conjure it from the void. Conjure it. Deeper, Africans, come on. Turn your life around. This is the moment. It's yours. Accept it. Share it. Yes, very good. Focusing now, you take the hurrah gesture. Fists facing each other in front of the heart. Keep your mind focused. Fists not touching. Thumbs facing the floor. Fists must not touch. You must create a magnetic attraction between them. They must not touch. We will chant the sound of money, which is hurrah. in 2 sets of 4. The first 4 from the navel, from your gut. The second 4 from your third eye to the universe. You will project Ra. You must whisper the third eye 4 and shout the first 4. So it'll be Ra, 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 Ra. Focus on what you want. Make Ajay dance for you. Make the goddess dance for you. Her dance in front of your image. Make her get drunk on helping you. You are changing your reality now. Trust us. From the third eye, third eye, third eye. Third eye, from that third eye. Talk to the universe. Focus. Focus. And make Ajay sway for you with money. Africans, use your power now. Project third eye. Stay tough and strong on it. Perseverance begins now. Take your money. Take your throne. Feel that good clothes on you. Feel that car. Feel that pool in your backyard. Woo, you got nice clothes wearing in the backyard too. Ooh, it's nice, yes. Gold shovels. Money in the bank, oh. Money in the bank, hey ho. You like this money? I like you too. Share me, share me. Love me, love me. I share. Take money. Take her spirit. I shall multiply. Focus your mind, Africa. Chant yourself up to money. Climb the ladder on your chants. The ladder is your chant. Climb. You can reach it. You can make it. Keep climbing. Keep working. Focus. No one can stop a focused vision. An idea whose time has come. Call the name of heaven, Ashe. Use your voice. Use the word. Make it flesh. Deeper. Use the word. Make it flesh. Call your divinity by name and responds to you. Something shifts in your life now. For the better. For the better. See it. See it. Keep your eye focused. Now want it bad. Focus. Crave this. You love this vision. You gotta love her. Yes. Get passionate now on her. I want this. I want this. I want it so bad you can't help but fall to me. Your passion is so strong. You want it? Come on, you know what you want it? You fooling? You want it? Get it? Take it on. I shall. Ashe. Your kids wear the best and finest of life. And so do you. Ashe. Call of your power, Africa. Call it deeper. Call the sea. Use your power, African. It's been asleep too long. Mummy, rise, Ashe. Africans, all the powers, Ashe. Green, everyone is rich around you. Your friends and family are rich now. Neighbors are rich. You're all rich. Ashe. Call it. 2 more minutes of calling it. This is it. Persevere. Do not tire. Get more resolve. Shit, you want it. You want the gold medal? Go for the gold. See yourself having it, swearing it, owning it. This is the last stretch. Win the race, Ashe. Run, you can make it, take it, Ashe. Ashe, oh, grab the gold. Not the brass, not the silver, the gold. Get your money now. Come on, take it. You can't drain the sea. It's working for you. It's working, Ashe. You bloom in money, Ashe. Use the voice, the power of the sound. Third eye, third eye, third eye, third eye. Drunk now. Drunk on your power of heaven. Drunk on the glory of wealth. Nice comforts of life. Your kids living well, not worrying. You have old age money. Heirlooms to pass on now. Your kids don't start where you did. Chant for them now. Our people don't start where we started. Chant for us all, Ashe. No more bad health for us. The old mamas can have healing and health care. Yes, they can. Third eye, third eye. You help those in need, needy children. Little babies, old people. And you're rich, it's no big deal to you. Put in the chair. Good land for us, motherland. We have a home in America and Africa now. We have 2 homes in Africa. One in Aruba. Get your home, Stella, get your groove on. Brazil too. You can drain the sea. Last minute, let's go. On a boat, folks. I like sailing. Yes, Ashe, look at Jen. Maybe too. Ashe. Lottery likes you too. Miss Lottery, come on. Last 20 seconds, you can make it. Want it, you want it. Follow your spirit now. Command it. Command your spirit to obey. And submit to Ashe. Last 15 seconds. You want the money, Ashe. bag. Just say it. Keep the image in your mind strong. Ashe. It is given. Ashe. Because you've asked. Ashe. Keep your image is strong. Ashe. And the image will keep you strong. Ashe. Ashe. Ooh, so nice to feel rich, isn't it? Nice feeling. And like this blackboard, it will go from unseen to seen if you persevere in what you saw. Ashe. The star will shine bright upon the village. So we wish to thank you, Ashe. Share, even if it's a little something. A nickel to a little girl for no reason at all. Honey, I want you to have this. Okay. I believe, are there any announcements about that? No? Simply again, once again, by the grace of heaven, our book is published on Ancestors. You can purchase a few copies. We're published, so we praise Ag. We praise Ifa. Blessings to you all, truly prospering. You are loved by heaven. Just talk to her. Talk to heaven. Are there any questions or comments? Yes.
Can we get the book today? Is it available now?
I think we have first come, first serve. Are there some available?
No.
No?
But
You can take orders.
Yeah, I can take orders. We have a few, we have limited supplies at the house.
Yes.
So you can pay for your book now and I can give it to you. We won't be meeting this Sunday, we won't be next Sunday. I'll just put it, I'll hold it for you.
Yes, make sure you have a copy to stop. Okay. We'll be here next Friday.
Okay, bring in Friday.
Yes, on Friday. Oh, shit. Okay. Then I'll be off to visit my elders for a week. Yes. Oh, yes, and the chant part. Opa, kunile. Opa, kunile. It's open the house of money. Opa, kunile. You keep knocking on money's house. She says, go away, you keep knocking, annoy her. She'll enter the door soon enough, huh? I see lotuses on people's heads. Like green lotuses. That means you've opened a certain spiritual center that's receptive to this energy. Ashe. Any other questions?
Do you wish us to continue working on the Nile City? The Nile City?
Oh yes, your Nile image. Remember that? Okay. Where you drew the Nile, you made your areas of life to funnel money into. Keep that. Put it on your altars, your portable altars. That's what the question is.
Yeah, throughout the class, I heard a few people question the state of having wealth, like it's an excess. No.
Are you thinking you want to school?
Yes.
You want to be in school? What do you want to study?
Don't know.
You're going to be in school very soon. Yeah. You'll do very well. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. A few times I heard people question the state of wealth, like they didn't really understand the state of having money, having wealth. They were kind of something abstract, like I just wish for peace or a state of contempt.
Yes.
Or recently I seen a house that I like, and I, for a second, questioned, do I need such a big house? Or, you know what I'm saying? So,
Of course you do. You need one. Prosperity is greening on all levels. Peace, joy, happiness. This is a class of money. Prosperity is a different class. Different chance, different stuff. I want dough in your pockets. Cold, hard cash. Shit. Okay? Because cash is a way of making you happy in a certain way. It doesn't fulfill you, but it makes it a lot easier to get fulfilled. Right? So, go for the house. Why not two? And I'm very serious with you. Because you have a lot of blessings coming.
you said that you see me in school.
Yes.
I'm being tutored right now.
You gonna do very, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do well. Keep your books by your side and study well. You have a grandfather ancestor who's helping you. A male ancestor, grandfather. He's helping you. He's got funny teeth. He does. His teeth. He's helping you, Asha. He wants you in school. That's why I work so hard, you know? Okay, good for you. Hold on, there's a lot coming for you. What do you do with your hands?
What do I do with my
Yes, what do you do with your hands? What do you do with your hands?
What I do with my hands?
What skills do you have with your hands?
Skills I have with my hands?
That's it.
Nothing that I think
I see you turning doorknobs. You have to make sure you use the connections you have. You know what I'm saying? You must milk the connections you have now. You must open the doors. Don't be shy. They may say no. Move on.
Oracle reading will be a skill for your hands, wouldn't it?
Yes, divination is definitely.
He got that skill.
Huh? You do oracles?
studying.
He does oracles.
He's humble like a good priest. Ashe. We'll talk someday. Ashe. Anything else? Lots coming to you. You're a good man. Lots coming to you because of your kindness. Okay. These spirits are taking over my head.
I have copies for those who are interested from the spirit class. Just see me.
Copies of former classes that we've done if you haven't been able to come to each class. Yes, I saw a hand. One and then two clones.
How often do you do this chant?
Oh, this is part of a long one I'm going to give you. By the end of the class, you have the whole formula. You chant once a day.
1 hour.
This one you chant a few minutes. It's kind of long. But the hara, you chant about an hour if you can. Persevere. Cloni and then
what? I'm trying to figure out, I was thinking of Swiss Air the other day and then the crash happened.
Oh, really?
And I mean, I couldn't get it out of my mind.
Yes.
That's all I could think about. Going home in the Swiss Airline airplane. And then the next day it crashed.
Yes.
And several other things like that have happened. There's other things that have happened. How do you...
You just,
It's really scary.
don't let it scare you. Just start to note how your spirit picks up stuff.
So what do you do when you don't know why you're having this thought?
You just wait. If it's about you, if you're traveling, you get a read. But if you're not traveling, you just note It's more like your spirit training you how you see things. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of letting you know how you work, how you tick astrally.
This happens several times this week, and
Okay.
every time I thought of somebody.
So then
that
we can
showed
go to
up.
you eventually and say, "How are you feeling about this trip?" Because we know you can read that well. You can read that easily. Alright, your gifts will show up as we do more chanting. Individual spiritual gifts. She'll be the travel mom. Who'll massage you before you go. She'll want a massage, give her 4. Hands of gold. Okay? Yes, brother. Yes. Yes, we do that. Sister Kaba there at the table. She'll get all the ashir for your head. Ashir. That's it. So have a great, prosperous week. That was it, right?
Next Friday.
Next Friday here. We're going to close to the east. Keep your images strong. Left foot, left hand forward. Like you did it. We're going to give Mama some energy. On the sound Om, see white light from your hands and mouth. Going to Motherland to give her Ashi. And some soul. She'll come back. Sometimes the kids must pray for the parents. Nice. Cross arms, bow to each other. Prospering ones all. You are divine, forgive each other. Catch each other's back. And ain't nobody perfect. I spread my wings of gold and I fly out.